I'm already so down bad with YouTube right now that I don't even want to utter this band's name in the first 8 minutes of the video, but I'm going to. Buzzcocks. Hi guys, welcome to Elite Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bang. Bang. I know I am. We are back with the Buzzcocks, courtesy of our patron, Dan. We're going to be listening to a new band. I'm very excited, man. I've never heard of these guys, but apparently they are very influential in the punk and I guess new wave kind of scene. I don't know exactly. This is my first time listening to them. We're doing 2 tracks off their sophomore debut, Jesus, sorry, it's been a long day, off their sophomore album, Love Bites, which came out in 1978 on United Artists Records. Who owns them? Sorry, I'm thinking about copyright. Sorry. We're going to be listening to 2 tracks, Nostalgia and then Ever Fallen in Love with Someone You Shouldn't Have. Yes. They're both written by Pete Shelley. I'm guessing he is the singer, right? Lead guitar, lead vocals. Okay, yeah. I've obviously dipped my toe in the punk and stuff like that. We've been doing a lot of new wave, you know, and it's been a genre that I've been wanting to explore for a while, and now that we've been, you know, the can of worms is open, we're just hitting all the the home run hitters now. Hopefully this is one of them too. I love it. If you want to subscribe to help brother out, click that icon right below my face. Please leave a like, a comment, anything. Don't make me beg. Come on. I'm just kidding. Please do. Buzzcocks, Nostalgia, 3, 2, 1.
I bet that you love me like I love you, but I should know the gamma just don't pay. So I look up to the sky and I wonder what it'll be like in days gone by, as I sit bathing the wave of nostalgia for an agent in love. I always used to dream of the past, but like they say, yesterday never comes. Sometimes there's a song in my brain and I feel that my heart knows the refrain. I guess it's just the music running for nostalgia for an agent to come. Nostalgia for an agent to come. Nostalgia for an agent to come. About the future.
Yeah, this drummer is off the chain.
For what I've had is what I'll never get. And although this missile's strange, my future and my past and presently disarranged, and I'm surfing all the way to nostalgia for an agent to come.
He's quick.
I only see what I don't know. All that was strong, invincible is slaves. Explore the sunshine to make everything fine, and I feel like I'm trapped in the middle of time, and this causing the feeling of nostalgia for an agent to come. Nostalgia for an agent to come.
Man, he is on fire. John Mayer? Damn, bro.
About the future only can reminisce, but what I had is what I'll never get. And although this missile's strange, my future and my past and presently disarranged, and I'm surfing on a wave of nostalgia for an agent to come. I only see what I don't know. All that was strong and simple is slaves. Explore the sunshine, treat everything fine, and I feel like I'm caught in the middle of time, and this causing the feeling of nostalgia for an agent to come. Nostalgia for an agent to come.
That is a sick pattern, bro. Ah.
Nostalgia for an agent to come. Nostalgia for an agent to come.
Bro, that was fire, as the kids would say. Ever fallen in love with someone you shouldn't have?
You stir my natural emotions. You make me feel under the hood, and I'm hurt.
Oh my god, the guitar.
And if I start a commotion, I run the risk of losing you, and that's worse.
That is so good, oh my god.
Ever fall in love with someone, ever fallen in love with someone, ever fallen in love
sounds so modern. It's not even funny.
Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with? You disturb my natural emotions. You make me feel underhurt and I'm hurt.
This is so fucking good, bro. Oh my god.
And if I start a commotion, I'll only end up losing you, and that's worse. Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
I love the vocals.
Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
Oh my god. That riff is so good.
Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you
Wow.
shouldn't fall in love with?
Wow, wow,
Fall in
wow.
love with. Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
I did not want that to end. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. Do it again. Let's go.
You stir my natural emotions.
Double
You
butt.
make me feel underhurt and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I run the risk of losing you, and that's worse. Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fallen in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with? I can't see much of the future unless we find out what's to blame. What a shame. And we won't be together much longer unless we
So good. Come on.
realize that we are the same. Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love
This
with
drummer,
someone you
dude.
shouldn't
Come
fall
on.
in love with? You disturb my
Josh.
natural emotions. You make me feel underhurt and I'm hurt. And if I start a commotion, I'll only end up losing you, and that's worse. Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
What a great chorus.
Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love
Sounds like so much fun to play.
Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
Damn workout. Oh, this part is so good.
Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone? Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with? I fall in love with. Ever fall in love with someone you shouldn't fall in love with?
Well, that might be one of my new favorite songs. I'm not even kidding. That was excellent, Dan. You just know me too well, man. And it's eerie how prescient that song was. The first one, too, Nostalgia, was great. But that second one, especially, the one that Dan requested, if you want to listen to music in this vein, from the modern era, it sounds basically exactly like this. That's what kind of freaked me out. I'm like, wow, even down to the riff, the really high energy drumming, and the kind of, I don't know, I guess that'd be the punk kind of vocals. The big genre that, at least when I was, probably 10 years ago, I'm out of it now, but I'm pretty sure it's still around. It's like pop punk, that's what a lot of the girls were into where I'm from. So I kind of gravitated towards it because I was gravitating towards the girls. So I've always loved, pop punk and stuff like that. If you look at bands like A Day to Remember, which is one of the ones I grew up with, they are a great example of a band that, they went a certain way. Nowadays they're different, but when they first started, there's parts of this that sounded like that, and a lot of bands from this era. So I guess they all took a lot from the Buzzcocks, and it's just like listening to like Television, or a lot of the bands that, from like the mid 70s, late 70s, not even going into the 80s stuff, but like it feels like the 80s happened in the late 70s. It's so hard to, not hard, it's so weird to explain it, but like all the stuff that was like the precursor, just like how the late 60s was the precursor to the 70s, the late 70s were a precursor to the 80s, and seems like it's very important to the sound that came after it, because it sounds like a lot of different bands I've heard before, and if this came out first, obviously they're all taking from the Buzzcocks. That was excellent, bro. I mean, good God. Let's see what we got. Personnel list. Pete Shelley on lead guitar and lead vocals, Steve Diggle on rhythm and acoustic guitars, backing vocals, Steve Garvey on bass guitar, and John Maher on drums. He was killing it. He was definitely the attraction on the first track. That my ear immediately went to the drummer. He was on fire all over that kit, fill after fill. But still, fill after fill, but still, it had such a great pace, and like I said, a lot of energy to it. I love it. It's like there's like velocity to it. I love it. It's so good. It really drove the song along with the vocals for the nostalgia one. I thought those were definitely the highlights of it. But the song that I connected with the most, definitely the second one. Because I definitely fell in love with somebody I shouldn't have a long time ago, and that screwed me up for a long time. I'm probably still screwed up to this day, to be honest, in ways I probably don't even understand, because you can't really truly know oneself. You don't really know yourself. You know what your idea of yourself is, but other people see different versions of you. Everybody has a different idea of you, and I don't know. It's I don't know. It's like a slippery slope with that. Because if you really don't know yourself, how could you know anybody else? And it's very easy to, fall in love with somebody you shouldn't. And I did that as a young man. And like I said, it took me to some very dark places. Drug abuse being number one of them. Self-abuse in a way, not like hurting myself, but I was in a way, and it really messed me up, man. Even to this day, like I still have PTSD over getting stabbed. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of stuff that it's literal and metaphorical scars that probably will never go away. You know what I mean? But you kind of have to learn how to live with them, and that's what I've done. And music is a huge boon in that department, because it really helps you either disassociate or associate things. And this is something that I could really disassociate and associate, because it makes me think of my younger years, even though I'm still a young man, but my the high point of my life when I was out there conquering the world as a young man. I'm at a different high point now, obviously, but I don't know, the freedom of being able to do whatever the fuck you want is such a valuable thing, and as a child and teenager you don't value it in the slightest, but once you become older you don't realize what you got till it's gone, and here we are, right? But the Buzzcocks, man, what a debut for them on the channel. I thought that was excellent, bro. I'm definitely going to be putting that second song on my playlist like immediately. The guitar in that, the way that they use that riff kind of overlaid on everything else, just a genius riff, seriously, that is. And then you pair that with the awesome drumming. I mean, damn, he was going in on that one too, but the guitar is what catches your ear, and the vocals. I feel like the vocals were honestly probably 10 times better in that second track than the first one. Even though I like the punk vocals, I'm still learning to love them. But that second song, man, that chorus is just genius. It really, really is. When you pair that with the guitar, the drumming, the bass, I mean, you got yourself a winner right there. I don't know if that was a hit. I guess we can check before we go. Was it a hit? It's got a page, so I'm guessing it was a hit. Let's see. It's a song written by Pete Shelley, performed by his group Buzzcocks. It hit number 12 on the UK singles chart, and it was on the album Love Bites. So they were, I guess, on a headline tour in 77 before a gig at Clouds, also known as the Cavendish Ballroom. Pete Shelley later recalled, we were in the guest house with pints of beer, and they were watching the movie Guys and Dolls. And someone was saying something to Marlon Brando, I guess, and says, wait till you fall in love with someone you shouldn't have. And I thought, fall in love with someone you shouldn't have. That's good. And then the next day, he wrote all the lyrics in a van outside of the post office on Waterloo Palace, or near Waterloo Palace. That's crazy. I mean, that's just where songs come from, though, like from the strangest little inspirations, and then you just build the whole thing around it. And it definitely has a good little message to it in a way, because you should be careful with who you fall in love with, because guess what? It can screw you the fuck up. It really can. But if you fall in love with the right person, then you start looking in the right places. There you go. But that was excellent. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Probably been talking long enough. The highlight being the drumming and the guitar in the second track. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Absolutely excellent. And I forgot to say one thing. Don't forget, we have a really cool Patreon community. If you want to get a video just like this, join the $30 tier or up. You get 1 to 2 free requests a month, and we'd love to have you. We have a Discord community, and we'd love to have a new voice or two coming through. You never know. All right, bye.